Today we'll be cooking one of my favourite dishes that we serve here in the Mermaid's Bar. It's the Rye fish casserole. It's a really simple dish, easy to do at home. I'll be showing you how to make your own fresh tomato sauce, cooking fresh mussels, clams, some lovely flatfish found locally. A really nice dish for just enjoying it on your own, in your garden, on a summer's evening with a nice bottle of wine. Very simple, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, welcome into the kitchen again. Now we're going to show you how to make the Rye fish casserole. Really simple, really fresh ingredients. You'll be able to do this at home. Just copy everything that we show you today, and we'll start straight away. So today we're going to make a sauce out of vine tomatoes, roasted red peppers, got some wild garlic leaves, which are in abundance in East Sussex at the moment, so we take full advantage of that. Some fresh garlic, coriander and basil, and then we're going to fry up some lovely. Most of this fish is local to our region, apart from the langoustine and the whitetail shrimp, but I just feel that they add such a nice dimension to the dish that it's better with them in there. So we've got some squid, some lovely red mullet, some nice local bass, mussels and clams, and obviously the Rye-based scallop, langoustines and prawns. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to get the sauce underway. Now, you can go and buy tomato sauce in the supermarket, but I'm going to show you a really easy way to be able to do this at home, and the results are so much better, so much full of flavour, and it's really simple. So first of all, we're going to take the tomatoes, just going to take them off the vine. Like this. I'd say about 4 tomatoes, three or 4 tomatoes for every person that you want to feed. Okay, and simply just chop them into courses. Okay, and just throw them into a tray. Okay, and same with the peppers. Just take the sides off. All the way down. You don't really want the seeds in there. And into the tray. I'm going to go in straight away with this is wild garlic leaves. If you walk around East Sussex and Kent, you can probably find this growing pretty much everywhere. It's a really subtle garlicky flavour. I'm going to pop that in there. 1 red onion. Now in previous videos I've told you to keep this root on when chopping it up, but for this dish you just want to remove the root completely. You don't want the onion really to stay together. So I'm just going to take the root off and roughly chop it down, and with removing the root in the onion, then the onion breaks down and flakes up a little bit easier. Give the garlic a whack, just pops out of its skin, no messing around. Okay, and just chuck that in whole. You don't want, if you cut this up too small, it's just going to burn and be very unpleasant. Okay, so that's the basis for the sauce. Have a look in there. Okay, and now we're just going to add a little bit of nice cracked rock salt, some pepper, and a nice drizzle of oil. And just throw that in the oven. That just goes in the oven straight like that, okay? Put that in the oven at a high temperature, about 190, for about, let's say about half an hour, just to get everything soft. You want some colour on there, you need that caramelisation of all the natural sugars inside, and it is one I made earlier. Okay, so now in here we've got all the veg, it's all been roasted, it's all very soft. Okay, we're just going to throw this into our food processor. Okay, so very carefully. It's important to do this while this is hot, because if you allow it to cool, it can sort of reset. You want it to be nice and hot, so as everything's nice and soft. stock in there. Different to any other sort of fish casserole because we're not really stewing the fish in the sauce. Okay, the mussels go into the sauce, but everything else is pan fried separately. You get a better colour that way, a better natural sugar and more flavour, and it's a lot more pleasing on the eye at the table as well. Okay, so we're going to start with the mussels. We're just going to put the mussels into this metal dish. Now we're going to serve it in this dish. If you don't have a dish like this, you can just you can do it all in the pan and put it into the dish later. So I'm just going to let those mussels get warm there with a little bit of white wine. Okay, I'm just going to let them sort of steam open and let the wine reduce. Okay, for the fish, now this part's really quite quick and simple. 2 nice hot pans. Okay, very important with fish, we want to make sure it's seasoned. We want to make sure the skin is well salted, so one, it doesn't stick, and two, it crisps up nicely. And what we can do is we're just going to score the fish, give it a little bend, enables all the moisture to come away from the skin, the seasoning can get into the fish, and it cooks evenly. Okay, same again with a small piece of bass. Okay, and then just, again, going to season, leave a little bit of space in between. Salt, rub that salt in, really get it in there, because it does make such a difference. It's very similar if you're making crackling at home on your pork, does exactly the same thing. Okay, just wipe the underside, that's both sides done. Side down. Okay. Just going to let that sit and start to relax. And again, we're looking for good colour. Very, very important with fish that we get that colour. Okay, same with the scallops. Season your scallops. And again, as you've seen in other videos that we've done, we've got the scallop roe powder. So you can get fish seasonings from supermarkets. Some Spanish fish seasonings or stuff like that. That works just as well. We're going to put the scallops into the same pan and just let them colour up nicely. Okay, and just let them cook and start to colour. Now we're going to cook the squid. I'm doing this in separate pans. If you've got a big pan at home, you can just do it in one big one, you know, save on washing up. I mean, you could just serve it in the whole pan, chuck the whole lot together, stick it on the table, no washing up, glass of wine, everyone's happy. Okay, langoustine into the pan, the whitetail shrimp into the pan, and just let them colour up as well. Obviously, you can, you know, put it all in one pan, it's very, very easy. You know, if you haven't got an army of washer-uppers like I have, you can just do it all in one. And last of all, we're going to throw the squid in. Now this squid we've soaked in a little bit of milk and baking powder overnight. It just breaks it down a little bit and stops it from going too tough when we cook it. Okay, we're going to turn this fish into scallop over now. That is exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for that lovely colour. Turn your scallops over. And again, that's exactly what we're looking for. Same with the shrimp and the langoustine. Okay, and the squid you don't want to cook too much, okay? So now we're just going to add the squid with the mussels. Okay, so you've got the butter in there now. Okay, and everything's very, very close to being served. Okay, so you can just imagine now if this was in one pan, you're just literally going to throw it all in together. But there's just one thing we need to do to the sauce quickly, and that's add some lovely fresh basil. So here, I've got a big bunch of fresh basil. Don't mess about, just rip it off and throw it in the sauce. Now I'm adding this now because if I had added it at the beginning it would go black and it wouldn't look very nice. Okay, so I'm going to throw that in. Got a lovely thick, really, really easy sauce to make. Okay, now the sauce is going to go over the mussels. You give that a little shake up. Okay. There's loads of juice in there from the mussels and the squid, and we want that to run through the casserole. Okay, now going back to what I was saying about, you know, most fish casseroles are just usually stewed together. This one, we're cooking the fish separately, and you can start to see now why it works so well. Because we're just going to place it on top of the casserole. And popping it in wherever you want. Just chuck it all in. Mangosteen, pop him on the top. Some shrimp now with some lovely colour. Anywhere you like, really. Again, if you haven't got one of these metal dishes and you will just want to cook it just in a big bowl, that's fine. Just put it in a pan and then just convert it straight over. I'm going to finish it with a little bit of fresh coriander. Again, just nicely roughly chopped. I think that's the beauty about this dish, is it's all very easy, it's all very robust. Loads of coriander on there, a little bit of cracked black pepper. Okay, and there it is. Just get a nice bottle of white wine, take it out onto the porch or in your garden, sit in the sun and enjoy. Rye bay fish casserole. Thank you very much.